Guys, today I'm here to reveal the TV series of Gravity Falls from 2012 or 2016. There are 2 seasons, and this series is animated. It's animated, and it's written by someone who has voiced Bill Cipher, the triangular demon in the series. The triangular demon. And also, Alex Hirsch is the director of the series. He voices many of the characters in the series, like Dipper, Mabel, Bill Cipher. I kind of researched it online. And so, without further ado, let's get into the plot of the series without getting further too much away. So the TV series starts off where we meet our 2 main characters, Dipper Mason Pines and Mabel Pines. They both are gonna stay in Gravity Falls, Oregon to stay with their great uncle Stan Pines, who is the owner of the Mystery Shack. And he has 2 assistants. He has Zeus Ramirez and Wendy Cartwright. Stan is hiding something suspicious in his house, and it's this time machine where he's trying to get his brother back. After his brother Stanford Pines was trapped in a dimension for 30 years. And so here's the thing, that Stanley Pines took the name of his brother Stanford Pines. And Stanley Pines. That's right, Stanford Pines. And so that Stanley Pines, who took the name of Stanford Pines, he has this big arch enemy. He has this rival. It's Gideon Charles Gleefoy, aka Lil Gideon. He's probably the mayor of the town. He's probably the mayor of the town, and although Gideon is actually seeming really nice, but although don't get very fooled by Gideon's really kindness. Gideon is actually this really mean kid. He's actually this really bad kid. He's this really mean kid. He wants to take the Mystery Shack. He wants to take the deed to the Mystery Shack so that he can rule over Gravity Falls. To have Mabel as his queen. Though Mabel has this arch rival, which is Pacifica Northwest. Dipper also has this arch rival, and it's Robbie. Yeah, Robbie. And so later on in the series, Stanford Pines gets released from the portal after Stanley was able to turn the machine on. And then and then this is the plot twist where we learn that he was actually his real name, the Stan that they know in the series, the one who owned the Mystery Shack, was actually Stanley Pines, although his brother was Stanford Pines. And so their uncle, he took the name of Stanford Pines. He took his brother's name. And then we got the whole backstory of when they were young, when they used to be brothers, best friends. Until they both got screwed up, and then later on in the series, it's shown that Pacifica Northwest was actually not this really bully. She was not actually being really mean. She was being controlled by her parents, and so now Pacifica starts standing up to her parents and all that stuff. And also, Dipper and Maple learn the backstory of Seuss. The reason why he won't celebrate his birthday is because his father will never come. Now, so Dipper and Mabel have this backstory. When they were young, when they went to school, they were being bullied. They were being bullied, but then they overcame their fear. And so then later on in the series, Little Gideon, the guy who wants to roll over the ton of Gravity Falls, he uses journal number 2. He uses journal number 2 to summon this triangular demon named Bill Cipher. He wants to take over the town of Gravity Falls, and he wants to release this realm called Weirdmageddon. That's right. At the beginning of the series, Dipper is the one who found one of the journals. It was journal number 3. There was 3 journals. Dipper had journal number 3. Gideon had journal number 2, and Stanley Pines had journal number 1. There you go. Journal number 1. And so Gideon wanted all 3 journals so that he can roll over the town of Gravity Falls so that he can have his full power. So Dipper and Maple were having this really big argument. Dipper wanted to stay in Gravity Falls with Stanford Pines, and he wanted to be like his apprentice. Maple got really upset about this, but Dipper didn't realize that she took the rift. Although Stanford Pines knew Bill Cipher because they used to be best friends. It was called this backstory with Almond McGucket. And so now Maple gives the rift to Bill Cipher, who was in the body of Blendon Blendon. And so Bill Cipher releases Weirdmageddon. So now the whole town, all monsters begin coming to life, and then now it's up for all the whole town of Gravity Falls to stop Bill Cipher and his friends before it's too late. So that's the plot of the series. Yeah. So when I think of the series at Gravity Falls, I thought this was such a really good series. I really like all the characters in this series. We have like Dipper, Mabel, Pacifica, Wendy, Robbie, Stanley, Seuss, Stanford. Then my favorite characters were like Wendy, Mabel, and Pacifica. On top of Candy, Caillou, and Grandai. And so, why did I like the girls? The girls were like being like the best part of the whole series. Pacifica was kind of mean at first, and then I guess later on in this show, she kind of like redeemed herself, and then she had this better character development in season 2 of Northwest Mansion Mystery. And so I thought it was really cool. And so I like the story in the series. Also, we had a lot of the backstories. We had so many of them. We had a lot of them. We had Dipper and Mabel. We had Stanley and Stanford. We had Seuss and Wendy. We had the Northwest family. We had Almond McGucket. We had and we had Bill Cipher. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that we had 5 backstories. We had 5 backstories in this whole series. Stipper and Mabel, Owen McGucket, Stanley and Stanford, Bill Cipher, and that's it. So that's 1, and also the Northwest family. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we had Susan, Wendy. Also like the antagonist of the show, Bill Cipher, this triangular demon. He first appeared in season 1. He first appeared like in episode 18, like Dream Scrapers. Then season 2, Bill Cipher became like the antagonist. In season 1, Lil Gideon was the antagonist, and then season 2, he kind of redeemed himself, like in Weirdmageddon. That's when Gideon like redeemed himself. Also like the main song in the show, or the main intro and the logo. That's about the soundtrack in it, and it was really awesome. That's about the animation, and it was really awesome. I also thought that the special effects in it were really cool. About the visuals in it looked really awesome. About the editing in it was really awesome. Also about the settings, the locations in the show looked really cool. I thought a lot of the animals in the show looked really cool. There was a lot of animals. Mabel had a pig. There was a goat. There was like a... I also like the... Also the structure in the show. The structure in it was really awesome. As well, the pacing in it was really awesome. As well as steaming in it was really cool. I also thought the CGI in it was really awesome. As well, every final battle in this show was really awesome. I also like the final battle with Bill Cipher. They were having the circle. They were gonna use the circle to defeat Bill, but Stanley, he messed it up. Because Stanley's the grumpy one. I know Stanley Pines. He messed it up. I also like the final battle with Gideon in season 1. When they exposed Gideon of being the bad guy, the whole town turned on him. And in season 2, they had the final battle with Bill Cipher. I love the ending of the series. At the end of the series, Zeus Ramirez is the one who owns the Mystery Shack now. And also, Owen McGucket, he owns the Northwest Mansion now. So, the Northwest, they sold out. Oh, also, there was a backstory of Nathaniel Northwest. Nathaniel was like a fraud. And it was like Lumberjack Ghost. It was like, so I thought it was really awesome. And so that's my TV series review of Gravity Falls from 2012 for 2016. There were 2 seasons. And that's why it gets a 10 out of 10. And so thank you guys for joining my TV series review of Gravity Falls from 2012 for 2016. And don't forget to like and comment and share and subscribe to my channel. And I'll be seeing you guys all next time. And goodbye everyone. See you soon.